Everyone, morning TikTok, morning Facebook, morning YouTube. How are we? Hope we're all fit, healthy, and well. I am kind of fit, healthy, and well. I say kind of. I still got my man flu. Still got my man flu. Can't get rid of it. Can't get shut. I've had it 2 weeks and 1 day. I started 2 weeks last Wednesday with it sort of coming on, and then it hit me quite bad for a couple of days, and I did feel a bit rubbish. And then after that, I was like, I'm all right, crap, but sniffles, cough, can't get shut. It will do one eventually. I know it will, but yeah, struggling to get rid of it. Anyway, I don't feel too bad. I'm still. It is affecting my motivation. I said this yesterday, and yeah, 100%. It is affecting my motivation. Certainly with things around the gym. My gym's been terrible the last couple of days, which is doing my head in because normally I'm on it with the gym. I genuinely am. Normally I'm absolutely on it. And I've been going and I've been doing a bit, but I don't feel like I've been doing a bit. Does that make sense? No, it makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. But anyway, it is what it is. We're still pushing, we're still trying, and that's all that matters, isn't it? That's all that matters. It is Thursday, the 27th of November, and it's gone warm today. I'm putting my heater on because I still feel a bit cold sat in here. It's gone warm today. Has anyone noticed, like outside, how the I've got fluff from the house, just been how the temperature has like massively increased overnight. Like yesterday I was defrosting the car and today it's like 12 degrees or something. Anyway, that's the British weather for you. The big news is 4 weeks today is Christmas Day. Shut up, Neil. Yeah, 4 weeks today is Christmas Day. Can you honestly believe it? 4 weeks today. It's Christmas Day. So I'm doing a weight loss coaching live this morning at 10:30. It was scheduled, I think, for 10. I'm actually going to put it in at 10:30. I've got to nip out for half an hour. Dentist. I'll only be in and out. It's only a quick checkup, but I totally forgot. I've got a dentist at 9:45, so I've just pushed it on half an hour. So yeah, really weird with the weather, but yeah, it is Christmas Day. 4 weeks today. So anyway, weight loss coaching live 10:30. I'm doing tackling. I think I've renamed it. Well, I haven't. The final. I'm going to call it tackling. The final push to Christmas, because that's what it is. That's what we're on now. You know, it's December on. It's December on Monday. We're sort of 3 full weeks. That's it. 3 full weeks to go, and then it's Christmas week, you know, and a lot of us on Christmas week, me included, will be taking our foot off the gas. We will be taking our foot off the gas, as it were. So yeah, we're doing the old tackling the final push to Christmas, and that's what it is now. And when we get into December, that for the majority of people is the trickiest time in terms of what's going on, but it is the trickiest time mentally. It really is the trickiest time mentally to really push through. So that's it. How's your weight loss week going this week? Mine's doing good. I say doing good. I didn't track on Monday. I cannot tell you the urge I have had all week to track. I know exactly what I ate on Monday. So you might be sat there and I'll go, well, why don't you just track it, Neil, and then you know what's what? Because you need to accept every now and then it's fine not to track your calories every now and then, right? It should be a reasonable excuse, and our reasonable excuse was me and Rach were actually just enjoying a day's annual leave, right? In this country, which we've not had one this year. We've not had a day off together in this country. Well, I say a day off together, that's wrong. Obviously, you have Saturday, Sundays off, but we've not had like an annual leave day off together this year. We've had a bit of annual leave and we've had a few holidays, but Rachel was away for the weekend, and we just sort of said, right, let's treat Monday like Sunday, but let's just both take the day off work. And I did take the day off work. I didn't do any work on Monday whatsoever, which was flipping hard to do because when I'm in this country and it's a Monday, I work. And we just decided, when you're having an annual leave day, you're having a break from the norm, you're having a break from your normal routine. And my normal routine is doing live. So I didn't do that on Monday. Work, didn't do that on Monday. I didn't go to Aldi and buy stuff and post content on Monday. I didn't track my calories. I didn't go to the gym. I didn't really care about steps. I actually did all right with steps, but I didn't care about it. I didn't look at my watch once. So we just had a complete break from the norm. And, if you can't do that the odd time, then there's a very good chance you're obsessed with calorie counting. And there is a fine line between being consistent and being on it and being determined to succeed and being obsessed. There is, because some people can go opposite the other way and they'll track Monday and then not Tuesday and then they'll track Wednesday and not Thursday and then they'll track Friday and then not Saturday, Sunday, right? And some people then might go, well, I don't want to be obsessed with it. No, right? More often than not, you track your calories. I've worked out, we worked it out the other day. I think I did 41 days. Well, Monday was 42. 42 days this year, I've not tracked calories. And considering we're pretty much 330 days, might be more than that now, into the year, 41 out of 330 means if you go through and count my NutriCheck, there is 290 days worth of calories. But yeah, I am really tempted to go back. I don't like having gaps in my diary. I genuinely don't. But so have I handled this week having Monday off? So all I've done is I am working to a 6-day week rather than a 7-day week. So my daily average calories is 2,600. So I'd normally work to 18,200 calories over the week. And this week I'm working to 15,600. So that's what I'm going for. We're still banking Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Have I done well banking Tuesday, Wednesday? Not the best. Not the best. I'll be honest with you. I am struggling a little bit myself for motivation. I'm not going to lie. I've banked some calories, but I say not the best. I'm always a bit hard on myself. So many people are. I always tell all my clients, stop being so hard on yourselves. And they're still hard on themselves. But when I say not the best, I'll tell you now. So actually, do you know what? I've not been again, just being a bit harsh on myself. So I banked 543 calories on Tuesday and 572 yesterday. So actually, I'm doing really well. Actually, I am doing well. I am doing well banking calories. I think in the back of my mind, I'm still like, well, you probably ate 4,000 calories. That's the thing with me. If I don't track calories, I still know what I've eaten. I think I ate 4,000. If I track now, my app would show 4,100 calories for Monday. I just know. I've tracked calories that long. I know what calories are in foods and I know exactly what I ate. So I had 4,100 calories, which is 1,600 over my week. So as it stands now, I'm probably about 500 over for the week, but not 500 over my ideal deficit, not 500 over in terms of like weight gain or anything like that. Does that kind of make sense? So after today, let me just check. I'm tracking today. We've all seen, I'll tell you what I'm doing today. I know I'm waffling on, but I will do a top 5 shortly. I'll tell you what I am doing today. I am doing the viral doner kebab. Everyone's done it, Neil. I know, I did it. I did it last week. It went viral. I did reels and it got like 300,000 views. Right? Today, I'm doing a Christmas dinner one. I am doing a festive viral doner kebab. We're going to use turkey mince to make the kebab. And in the wrap, we're going to have some gravy. We're going to have some cranberry sauce. We're going to have some bacon, some sausage, pigs in blankets. We're going to have some stuffing, and we're going to have some spreads. Right. So that is, I'm going to film that today, and I will post it today. And if it's decent, I might do it as a proper recipe. I've not done a new recipe vid this week for YouTube. I might do it as a proper recipe vid for next week because you can make it all year round if you want it. You can make it all year round. It sounds right up my street. Whether it sounds up your street, I have no idea. But anyway, that's going to be my lunch today. And then I bought a load of festive stuff from Aldi, which I am going to do for worth the calories. I'm just going to do it in one hit this afternoon. I've not put those calories down. I've tracked my tea. I've tracked my lunch. I've not tracked my breakfast. And I'm going to have to track me. What am I going to have to track? All the bits and pieces that I'm having this afternoon. I'm not eating everything, I think I'm going to have about 600 calories to go at. Anyway, let's do top 5 on TikTok this morning because I'm waffling. I'm losing at number 1, phasing at number 2. Maureen's in at number 3. Let me get up. Chad's in at number 4. And who's in at number 5? Who's bringing up the rear? Kelly C. Kelly C is in at number 5. Guys, thank you very much for jumping on live, coming and saying hello straight away. My boyfriend is the same. Had it a few weeks back and he's still hanging around. I can't get a shot of the old man flu. Faye, it was 15 degrees on the way to the gym. Yeah, it's so warm. It's warm this morning. Right, let me scan up, see what else I've missed on what is it? TikTok. On the way to the vet, so out early this morning. Hope all goes well, Kelly C. And I thought your average was higher than 2,600, mate. Average is in, no, not what I stick to. I put myself in, I burn 3,500 calories a day. So I put myself in a 900 calorie a day deficit. For a lot of people, that would be quite restrictive. For me, it's not. 2,600 is a good amount of calories to still eat whatever your goal is. You know, it really, really is. No one's over restricting themselves, even if they burn really 5,000 calories a day. Generally, 2,600, as long as you use your calories correctly. I could eat more. I used to, when I was a personal trainer and a lot more active in my job, I was eating 3,000 calories Monday to Friday, 5,000 calories Saturday, 5,000 calories Sunday. I was doing about 25,000 calories a week and still losing weight, and physically didn't want to eat anymore. Like, don't get me wrong, I could have eaten more unhealthy foods, but I still, even though I was eating that amount of food, I still tried to keep. So, like now during the week, I'm eating like 2,000 to 2,100 a day. When I was a PT, I was eating 1,000 calories more than that of healthy, nutritious food, fruits, veggies, lean proteins. And that's a lot. When you're eating 3,000 calories a day of nutritious food, that's a lot of food to get down. I just didn't want to eat anymore. Have you seen the My Protein offer? 1 kilogram for £1 from 9 a.m. today. First 2,000 customers only. Yeah, they've done it before. Literally, if you get one, good on you. For me personally, I'm just not a massive, like, My Protein is all right. It's all right. And don't get me wrong, a kilo for £1 is obviously good. But yeah, they literally, I don't know who gets it. I think it's just the staff, because I remember when they did it a few years ago, and everyone, it causes more hassle than it. But once people are on there, they actually, My Protein only has to have a really good Black Friday deal on. They used to, and I've not bought anything from My Protein for ages. They went really expensive. The My Protein always used to be, the advantage of My Protein was it was always average quality stuff, right, in terms of their actual whey protein. But it was always really cheap, right? And so it was good value for money. It was well worth, you were getting, like, back in the day, you were getting 2 kilos of protein powder for 20 to 25 quid, which was, now My Protein stuff isn't, I know they do a lot of offers and stuff, but it's not far off in line with brands like Perform or Applied Nutrition or Ghost or Naughty Boy, which is all top quality. absolutely destroys my protein for quality certainly when it comes to whey protein powder. So I do like quite a few of the protein bars from MyProtein. I think some of the protein bars and snacks are decent from MyProtein. The baked cookies are class, really, really good. They've not got the best calorie to protein ratio, but they're tasty, low sugar. They give you more protein than a normal cookie would. So that's kind of why you would eat them. But Hiteshi, if you're going in for it, mate, good luck. Good luck. Grab yourself. It used to be 15 quid a kilo. I'm positive it used to be cheaper than that. I'm positive. I'm talking 10, 12 years ago. It used to be cheaper than that. It used to be so cheap. I'm positive I used to get 2 kilogram bags for $24.99. And then sometimes you get a discount on top of that. It used to be really, really cheap. I don't even know what Perform, that's my favorite brand. 2 kilos of Perform, you're going to be paying. You shouldn't be paying no more than 50 quid, right? You shouldn't be paying no more than 50 quid. I think on their website it's 60, but they've always got discounts on. I've got a code for Perform. I'm not an affiliate. I don't get any kickbacks for this. I don't get any money. It's just, I think it's 25% off. They might have a decent MyProtein. Now, one thing I do want to try for MyProtein is they've got the new Snickers high protein, white and chocolate. So I might get one of those. Let's see what they're at. But again, I mean, that's on sale at the moment at 21. Is that on sale at MyProtein? Yeah, 21.14 for a kilo. Yeah, but back in the day, it used to be like a tenner. It used to be like 10, maybe less than that. Honestly, it was so cheap. Let me see now just their normal impact whey protein. So their impact whey protein is for 2 kilos, 50 quid. 50 quid. So that is you'll pay that's for 2.5 kilos. Perform, you'll get 2.1 kilos for the same for like 45, 50 if you shop about. And quality, taste, the way it mixes is just miles better. But that's why MyProtein, they have been struggling recently. They have been struggling. I mean, the Hut Group that owns them have been struggling for a few years, but it's sales from MyProtein, and it's because they just don't offer that value for money anymore. But yeah, I do want to try. What's the deal on the the Snickers? 500 grams, £13.50. A kilo, £23.49. Just said there was a deal or something. There must be a code to put in to knock a bit more. But yeah, I do want to try. Has anyone tried the new Snickers high protein? 20 grams of protein, 119 calories. See, that's not the best either, is it? That's not the best. Like 20 grams of protein would Perform. They do like Snickers whey protein and Malteser and Twix and like old bargains, and it is shocking. That is probably the worst protein powder you can actually buy. Let's see. Right, so for 20 grams of Perform, you're going to need 28 grams. Yeah, you're going to need 28 grams of protein powder. Oh, it's 106 calories. It's not a million miles away. It's not a million miles away. But yeah, I do want to try that. The Snickers, the high protein Snickers white chocolate bar is top tier. Really, really good. Really, really good. Anyway, I'll probably buy that and try it, and I'll let you know what it's like. I got some Protein Works top of the range stuff, and it's awful. Much before, Protein Works, bulk, MyProtein. It all comes from the same factory, and it's like I say, it's all right. When you're used to top quality protein powder, it's awful, right? But it's all right. But for me, there's just certain things I'm happy to pay for, But if you like it, you like it. It's absolutely fine. It's we don't all have to have the same taste. I just got the popcorn Perform yesterday. I love it. Sweet and salty popcorn. Is the Chocolatella Perform decent? I'm not a massive fan. But I'm not a massive fan of chocolate protein powders. I'm not. I know I'm going to try the Snickers one, but yeah, I'm not a massive fan of chocolate protein powders. I don't mind them in a shake, but that Chocolatella one, no, I'm not a big fan of that one. Or the white Kinder Bueno Perform. They don't quite, not all Perform flavors are amazing. we get drawn into flavors sometimes, and we just expect it to be like Nutella. And I think the Chocolatella ones, which is what it's meant to be, is nowhere near. You're better off probably just getting the only chocolate perform I like is the chocolate brownie batter. I quite like that one. Good in a shake. Good in a shake. Chocolate protein powder is awful in yogurt and porridge. Just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. And that's when I tend to eat most of my protein powders, to be fair. Best protein powder I've tried is the Fat Cow one from Team RH. I don't know about that. I've never tried it. I've never tried it, but I've been very. I mean, I don't know what it is. I've never tried it, so I can't comment. Always vanilla for me. Yeah, I like a standard vanilla. I actually bought the vanilla cream from Perform, and it's really good. Really, really good. A standard vanilla works so well in like a yogurt bowl, especially if you want to taste like the fruit and stuff like that. But I'm still that sweet and salty popcorn in a yogurt bowl. OMG. Morning, still pulling on my point today for getting trapped gallstones removed by endoscopy. Gemma, if it doesn't rain, it pours with you at the moment, doesn't it? Bless you. And I'm sorry to hear that, but hopefully there's got to be some light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, I don't know. So try and put a positive slant. Is the gallstones taking is it distracting you from your foot? I don't know. I'll always try and put it says every Black Friday I buy 10 kilograms and get it for around £8 a kilo. That's really cheap. That is really cheap. I really doubt I'll get it anywhere near that this year. Yeah, I'm having. When does it look like I say? I used to do my protein back in the day when I first started my weight loss journey. I used to buy my year's worth of protein on Black Friday from them. I'd spend 200 quid. Right, I'd spend 200 quid and I'd get like my year's supply of protein from them. But yeah, since I found better quality and I'm happy to invest in better quality, I've not bought anything. Like I said, I don't mind the bars and stuff. They're pretty decent. Hello, good morning. Although bulk vanilla is ranking yogurt, I actually don't. If you make it as a whey whip like I do, it's not too bad. But I think out of all, well, they're all the same protein powders. Bulk, My Protein, it's all the same powder. They might flavor it slightly differently, but it all comes from the same factory. Yeah, once you start using a decent protein powder, once you start using a decent protein powder, you can't go back. That's the problem. You can't go back. It's hard. Anyway, right, let me scan down, see if I have missed anything. I don't think I have. I think I'm on. No. Sheila's in. Good morning. I'm just making sure if I've missed anyone. Good morning to everyone. Blanket, good morning. There we go. Has anyone got any good My Protein deals this year? Just in general, really. I've not bought. It seems a bit weird this year. My Protein. Do you remember when they first? Not My Protein. Sorry, Black Friday. When they first started doing Black Friday, like maybe 10 years ago or something like that. Maybe not quite that long ago. I know it's a big American holiday thing around Thanksgiving. But when they started doing Black Friday, can you remember it when like there was a kid got trampled because he had like Polaroid tellies at Asda for like 250, 300 quid for like a 43-inch telly. And then from that, to stop like all the carnage, they started making it monthly. This year, I think they've done it all a little bit different. Like, so Black Friday is officially tomorrow, isn't it? It's officially tomorrow. But yeah, I've seen some places just do it this week. Amazon didn't start it until Sunday, I think, or maybe last Friday. Yeah, I feel people have been a bit more restrained. Like companies have been a little bit more restrained with it this year. Have you bought any new Perform powders? The last one I tried was the sticky toffee pudding, which is sensational. Absolutely sensational. Could it get quite sickly quite quickly? Yeah. So, if you're someone that just buys one flavor, of protein powder and you'll use that, and then when it runs out, you'll buy another flavor, I would always just go for a standard flavor, vanilla strawberry chocolate or something like that. I've got about 15 different tubs of Perform. I've got marshmallow, I've got sweet and salty popcorn, I've got the chocolate brownie batter, I've got raspberry white chalk, I've got jammy biscuit, I've got caramelized biscuit, I've got lemon cheesecake, I've got blueberry muffin, I've got what else have I got? Cookie dough, vanilla cream. Yeah, I've got loads. I've got loads of different ones. Red velvet, that's excellent, really, really good. So I vary. You know, I'll go on to one, then I'll use another, then I'll use another. But if you just go, so the sticky toffee pudding one, I think would get quite, if that was the only one you were using, but in a yogurt bowl. Oh my god, it's so good, so good, so good. Anyway, there we go. Regan, good morning. My foot doesn't hurt as much now since having the pain of these gallstones. Yeah, that's like can we use one negative to create one positive, Gemma? But yeah, I'm sorry you're going through a lot at the moment. But get all this sorted out, and 2026 is going to be your year. I promise you that. I promise you that. So Black Friday, I don't feel like there's been many deals on as there has been. I need to finish off my Christmas shopping. That's my job tomorrow. Payday tomorrow. So I've not got loads to buy. I've pretty much done all of Rachel's. We've done all of Rachel's. I've done my mum's. She's done most of everybody's, and I've just sent her money. I always buy my niece and my nephew like quite their main present. I've done my nephews actually. His is sorted, so I just need to sort my niece out really. So I'm just about there, really. Just about there. With 4 weeks to go. Come on. I am looking forward to December. I always wind down a bit in December. It might shock you, but yeah, weight loss isn't on everyone's priority list in December. Now, it doesn't mean we should be chucking our weight loss journeys in the bin. We shouldn't, because if we did that for the whole of December, we are going to regress, and you're probably going to be playing catch up till mid-February. And that's not what we want. And if we can hang on until like Christmas week and then take the downtime, then you're going to be back on track by mid-Jan, right? You're going to gain weight over Christmas. It's going to happen. Stop trying not to, right? We all set off with these all good intentions, and it's never going to happen. I think in the history of me coaching, and I've done Christmas 21, 22, 23, 24. So I've done 4 years of weight loss coaching. And I think in 4 years, I've had 2 clients that have lost weight over Christmas. That's it. And I've had several clients that don't even celebrate Christmas for whatever reason, and they still gained weight over Christmas. So they're obviously still enjoying the time of year, a bit of time off work, a bit more food freedom, but they might not get involved in the traditions, but they still gain some weight, excuse me. But I have had a couple of clients that have actually lost weight over Christmas, but they've come back afterwards and said, yeah, I was really restrictive, and do I feel like I fully enjoyed Christmas? And Christmases are precious. You know, they are. You don't know how many you're going to get. I don't want to sound dead depressing saying that. But, you know, we do need to hang on. But yeah, I do. You know, I'm not taking on any more clients now. I've got one more starting on Monday, and that's it. I'm done. The Black Friday offer is still live until Sunday. But if you take advantage of it, which is free sign up, I'm going to get you going in January. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done for the year. It's been a great year. It's been a busy year. My clients have surpassed. 2024 was amazing overall for client progress. 2025 is beating it. And we're just getting better year on year, because I just think I'm evolving. And I'm not putting it all down to me. I'm generally not. I'm evolving as a coach, but the community is evolving. There's more people this year in the community that are having very successful journeys than they were last year. And that's really sort of like inspirational for other people that come into my community and come on my plan and this, that, and the other. So yeah, but I'm done in terms of the major workings. I've got a few more. So clients that check in tomorrow, which is the 28th, you've got one check-in left. and then you're done for the year ish. I will talk to you about that on tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow I'll be sending the message out with your feedback. With your feedback. But yeah, so anyone that's checking in tomorrow, your next check-in will be the 12th of December, and that will officially be your final check-in of 2025. But just to keep you on track, yeah, you can send in, or I want you to send in a pre-Christmas weight when you activate your Christmas cutoff. All right, so the day you're gonna not be tracking, so that could be whether you choose it to be the 19th, whether you choose it to be the 21st, 26th, whatever, right? I've got mine straight in my head. I know what I'm doing now. I wasn't doing this, right? I've flipped about 3 times this week because of what other clients are doing, and they're influencing me. And I'm like, well, I like that sound of that. So when am I going to stop tracking? 23rd of December, right? A couple of days ago, it was going to be the 19th. I'm not. I'm going to stop I'm going to track all the way up to tea time on the 23rd of December. But the week before Christmas, I'm having a maintenance week, right? I am. I've just decided, well, I will be calorie deficit all the way up to the 19th of December, which is my last weigh-in of the year. But I'm going to have a calorific weekend. I'm still going to track it. But that week, I'm not going to try and stick to ideal deficit. I'm going to have a maintenance week. So I'm going to work up to my maintenance calories, which is like 23,000, something like that. Whether I go anywhere near that, I don't know. But I'm still going to track. And then Monday and Tuesday, I'm still going to track. But I'm not that bothered about like calories. I'm still going to track. I'm still going to stay accountable. Monday's going to be a little smidge of a hangover day, a little smidge. It's my first day off. I'm finishing on the 19th. Well, the 20th, technically. I'm finishing work. So, yeah, I'm having 2 weeks off for Christmas. I might jump on and do a live on the Monday, but it'll just be impromptu. It won't be booked in. It'll just be one to say hello. If we talk about Wales, talk about Wales. If we talk about other stuff, we talk about other stuff. But I'm out on the Sunday. Monday's going to be a little bit of a hangover day. Nothing major. Can't be anything major because I've got to drive in the morning. But it will be a little bit. I'm very like drop rates off at work. Go grab a Mackey's breakfast. It's going to happen. Probably go and pick up some last little bits. Might go and have a little steam sauna at the gym. Probably won't be training in the gym. So yeah, that'll be the 21st. 22nd, I'm still going to track. I'm teaching spin at night time, so I'm still going to track. Again, I'm not really too worried about calories, but I'm just going to track just to be accountable. And then we're going out for a meal at night time, which I'm not going to track, and then that's me until the 5th. I'm not going to track because the second week of January is a week off for me. It's a full week off. I only get 2 weeks off a year in terms of like full weeks off where I don't track, I don't do any sort of lives or anything like that. Sorry, I don't do any check-ins, and that is Christmas week and New Year week. So, and we might even go away. We're rumming and ahhing about doing a little city break or something, like, because Rachel's off till the 5th. So, like, go the 2nd to the 4th, 2-nighter somewhere. Might just nip off somewhere, I don't know. So I'm not going to track. We're not going to track, and then we'll be back at it on the 5th of Jan. So yeah, anyone that checks in tomorrow, your final check-in of the year will be the 12th of December. But to keep you accountable all the way up to Christmas, I want you to send a pre-Christmas weight over. That could be the 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 20th. Doesn't matter. It could be the 24th. You could track all the way up to the 23rd. It's not a check-in. You're not going to get a response from me, but I will log it on your progress sheet when I'm back at work in the new year. And likewise, and then anyone that checks in on the 12th, you're going to be back checking in on the 9th, right? And we're just going to class that as your post-Christmas weight. You don't need to send a post. The dates are a bit rubbish this year. I was tempted to do the first check-in back of 2020. 6 as the 16th, but then anyone that checks in on the 19th, they're going to have to wait until the 23rd, which is like 5 weeks. So yeah, your first checking back will be the 9th of January. And to be honest with you, some people that I've spoke to are like, they're going to be back on it from the 1st of Jan. So you're still going to have a week or so, you know. So yeah, so you'll be back on the 9th. And then if your final official check-in of 2025 with me is the 19th of December, which runs you right up to Christmas, your first checking back will be the 16th. Right, your first checking back will be the 16th. But I will let you, so you guys tomorrow, I will give you all the dates in your feedback to get in your diary. So last official check-in is the 12th. Send a pre-Christmas weight over. First checking back of 2026 is the 9th, right? You'll get that tomorrow. And then you guys that are checking in a week tomorrow, which is the 5th, final check-in's the 19th, right? That will be classed as your pre-Christmas weight. You don't need to send another one over. If you want to send a post-Christmas weight when you start tracking, which could be the 1st or the 5th, whenever you decide it, that's all good. And then your first official checking back will be the 16th. All right. You don't need to remember that, guys. If you're on plan, I will send it you all over the next couple of check-ins. My plan is maintenance week before, as loads going on, then cut off on night of the 23rd when I finish work. Perfect, Regan. When you say you don't track, does that mean you eat what you normally do? You have more or different? So I lost my phone then. Yeah, I don't track. I don't worry about calories. It's not something that I'm worried. You know, I try and stick to around 2,001, 2,200 during the week, and then I enjoy my bank calories at the weekend. When I don't track, I just eat what I want. It doesn't mean, but what I've taught myself is, and I've made mistakes. You know, when people are like, oh, you eat what you want, so it doesn't mean I'm like, right, it's now my mission over the next 2 weeks to eat as many calories as possible. No, I just, you know, I will have some nutritious meals over those 2 weeks. I will have yogurt bowls. I will have chicken, rice, broccoli, and a little bit of Chinese curry sauce that I love. I will eat that every now and then. I'm having a roast dinner on Christmas Day. Like, don't get me wrong. I know, do you know what? I once tracked Christmas Day, not on Christmas Day. I tracked it like a couple of days afterwards, right? And I was like, just out of interest, I did it about 2 or 3 years ago, right? And I was like, do you know what? I might have done it on a live. I might have done it on a live in January because people were coming on, they were panicking, all this. And I said, right, I'd say now, not many people's Christmas days as calorific as my Christmas Day. Let's track it. And I was literally like, right, I had a bacon bomb and half a bottle of Bucks Fizz at 7 in the morning. And then I had a couple of, you know, Rachel might have bought me a new vodka or a new rum. So I had a couple of them through the morning, playing my Xbox while Rachel's getting ready. We always go to the pub at dinner time on Christmas Day. And then gone to the pub, 3 pints in the pub, come home, Christmas dinner, prawn cocktail to start, full Christmas dinner, few puddings afterwards, glass of wine with dinner, this, that, and the other, and then few sausage rolls out, bit of cheese out, Pringles, chocolates, Baileys. And I tracked it and it was like 5,700 calories. That were it. And that's probably my most calorific day of Christmas. Like, you know, so yeah, it's like 5,700 calories. Now, some people go, oh my God, it's flipping Christmas Day. It's 5,700 calories. Like, I don't care who you are. Even if your maintenance is 2,000 calories, and there ain't many people in this world whose maintenance is only 2,000 calories. If you eat 5,000, it means you've gained a pound on Christmas Day. Gained a pound. 1 pound. 1 lonely pound. That's it. That's all you've gained. You know, now I always say this, any weight loss is good weight loss, you know, whether it's a pound, and a pound is a decent amount of weight to lose. It is. But we've also got to understand that, you know, most of us can lose one of these in a week. Now, you might be sat there going, well, if I gain a pound every day over Christmas, I'm going to gain 7 to 10 pounds. That's going to take me 2 months to get rid of it. You just won't. You just won't. There's only so much food people can eat. And you guys might be like, no, I can eat. No. Now, why loads of people have such a bad relationship with things like Christmases? Because you're way after Christmas and you'll gain 10 pounds. I gained 12 last year over Christmas. But a lot of people can't still break down the difference between fat gain and weight gain. So over Christmas, you're going to increase your average food weight in your body. You're going to massively increase your water retention in your body, right? your water weight in your body is going to go up as well, right? And you're going to gain some body fat. Last year, I gained 12 pounds. That was on the 2nd of Jan. I was 12 pounds up from my pre-Christmas weight. I then weighed 2 weeks later, or maybe 12 days later, I think it was, and I was a pound lighter. I lost 13 pounds in 2 weeks. Did I lose 13 pounds of body fat in 2 weeks? Did I toss? That'd be impossible, right? To lose 13 pounds of body fat, I'd have to put myself in a 50,000 calorie deficit. I don't even burn 50,000 calories in 12 days. So let's say even if I ate nothing, I wouldn't lose 13 pounds of body fat. But that just goes to show how much of your weight gain after Christmas isn't fat gain. It's just an increase in food weight, water weight, and water retention. And I get back to like in January hard. I'm on it. No messing about. I've always been like that. After a period of overindulgence, when I get back, bang, I'm at it. So I just enjoy myself. I just enjoy myself. And some days will be calorific. Some, like Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve, we're going to get up. We're going to the gym. Rachel's in the hairdressers at 11:30, and we're out for dinner. So Christmas Eve, I'll get up. I'll go to the gym. I'll come back. I'll have a yogurt bowl. We're then taking my mum out for lunch at 2. Bit of a family tradition. So I'll go out and have my dinner. We never have a starter because my mum just can't eat one. So we'll have, sometimes we'll just get breads for the table. We'll have a main course. Me and Rach normally share a pudding, and I'll probably have a beer, right? And then, so that'll be like what? Maybe knocking on 2,000 calories. I'll have had a 400-calorie yogurt bowl. And then when we come back, we'll grab the dogs. We'll take them for a walk. We might nip into one of the pubs and have a couple of beers with the dogs. And then we'll come home, and then because we've been out for lunch, we're never really that hungry at night time. I think last year I had a bowl of cereal. And I got a bowl of cereal at night time. So, a couple of beers in the pub might be at like 3,000 calories. Let's have a bowl of cereal and a couple of chocks and this, that, and the other. And then I might have a glass of ale as well. It might be 4,000 calories on Christmas Eve. I burned 3,500 calories. So I'm 500 over. That's Christmas Eve. Might be 3,500 over Christmas Day. So I've gained a pound and a smidge. Boxing Day, we tend to have, actually Boxing Day is quite calorific because we have Boxing Day as our day because we host on Christmas Day. So we don't go anywhere. We might go to the beach in the morning if the weather's decent, take the dogs, right? And then I just make a big buffet on Boxing Day for me and Rach. That's it. And I lay it all out on our table and we just chip away at it all day. We just chip away at sausage rolls, leftover prawn cocktail, cheese. We just chip away at it all day. And I don't drink on Boxing Day because I have a few beers on Christmas Day. Though this year, United are playing at night time. So I might have a glass of Baileys watching United at night. But it'll just be food. 27th, I'll rein it in on the 27th this year because we're going to Rachel's mum's for she does a little mid-Christmas party and she's having it on the 27th. I'll be driving, won't be drinking, might have a little bit of buffet food. I'll really rein it in on the 27th. 28th, we're going to Chester for the night. So we're going to stay overnight in Chester. So that will be a couple of beers and a bit of food. And then I think on the 29th, we're going to go to Chester Oaks on the way home. But again, might go out for a bit of dinner. Just anyone else get to the point over Christmas where we did this, not last year, it was the year before, but it happens every year where you're just not hungry. I look forward to being hungry in January. I remember not last year, the year before, we went to Hickory's and it was the first time we'd ever been to Hickory's. I was dead excited for it and I was buzzing for it. And I ordered the platter for one. And I just sat there and said to Rachel, I don't know why we've come here. I am not hungry. I'm here for the sake of it. And she was like, you're absolutely right. We ended up taking it home and it was still like, I ate a bit of it and this, that, and the other. But I always get to a point, maybe around the 28th, 29th, I'm just sick of food. I'm sick of eating. I'm just not hungry. And that reins you in. And then New Year's Eve, we do nothing. In fact, we're going to do what we did last year. So last year, I know I was poorly last year. We're going to do what we did the year before, which is we go on like a 3 or 4 mile dog walk up to the next village, around a couple of country lanes, and then we'll hit a couple of pubs in the afternoon. and then we just come home for about 5 o'clock, and that's it. Lock the doors, pizza in the oven, stick a couple of films on, in bed, fast asleep, probably for about 10 o'clock. And then New Year's Day, although I'm not tracking New Year's Day, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, I do dry Jan. So I won't be drinking. It's only ever alcohol that makes life calorific. And although I'm not tracking, and we might go out for a nice meal on 2nd or the 3rd just to see off Christmas, I will probably get back into my routine. So overall, it's not going to be too bad. It's not going to be too bad at all, you know. Yeah, it gets too much. I normally give away loads on January the 2nd. Honestly, we just bin stuff. Oh, like if we've got like full food, like packaged that's not been opened, or it's not like a week past its date, because you get that at Christmas, don't you? So one time of year where people don't worry about dates, like you bought some, like now Rachel's really finicky about dates. If it's on the day or the day after the date, she's like, if it's on the day, she's a bit like that for eating it. If it's a day after, I'm not eating it. Christmas, she don't care, right? She just piles in. But yeah, anything, we'll probably drive over to like Rachel's mum's and see other family and stuff on the 2nd or 3rd or something like that, before the kids go back to school. And yeah, we just pack up loads of stuff and just take it to them that we don't want. We'll take all the decks down on the 2nd or the 3rd. Normally, you've got to leave your dad. Never understand people that take does anyone take the decorations down in between Christmas and New Year? Officially, you're meant to take your decorations down 12th night, which is the 5th of January. I get like we put the house back together before we go back to work. So the last thing I want to be doing is coming in from work on the Monday and doing that. But yeah, we've got friends that take them down on Boxing Day, and I'm like, it's still festive. It's still Christmas until like Christmas finishes on New Year's Day. That's just my personal opinion, you know. You know, but yeah, you just get too full. I just get full, me, over like I'm just like, you just end up having enough. And we're never have Christmas as bad. It's never as bad as we think it is. Paul had a braces tightened yesterday. Oh, I feel it. I can still feel it now. I had braces at 14, which, doing the maths, was 31 years ago. Sorry, that's really disgusting. I've got a seed or something in my teeth. I've brushed my teeth this morning, by the way. And I can still feel it now. Then 3-4 days after having your braces tightened, soup. I used to live off Heinz ravioli. I lived off Heinz ravioli. Oh, you can't buy anything. It's worth it though, Paula. It really, really is. It is worth it. But I feel it. I feel for you. I really, really do. I really need to work out my official cutoff and restart date soon so I can prep. Yeah, I think it's just getting it straight in your head. I flipped about 3 times this week, but I'm straight now and I'm sticking to it. And that's what I'm going to talk about in the Weight Loss Coaching Live in an hour, guys. I'm going to do like tackling that final push to. I'm going to do like a bit of an evaluation, navigating up to Christmas, the final push, creating that Christmas cutoff, handling Christmas, and then I'm going to talk a smidge about that restart date. And then next week's Weight Loss Coaching Live, which is actually going to be Thursday. It's going to be a week today. I know I normally do it Tuesday, but Tuesday I have got my appointment with my orthopedic surgeon to see about what they're going to do for me with my knees. Right. So we'll see where we get to. Worst case scenario with that is going to go, there's nothing really that wrong with him. You're just going to have to manage until you can't walk, and then we'll do something. I'm prepped for that. I wouldn't mind a bit of extra pain management, which would be nice. Yeah, I'm hoping for knee replacements, or I'm hoping that's what they're going to be like. Yeah, we'll do, even if it's 2 years down the line. I'm hoping that's what we're going to. That's what we're going to move into, you know. I still haven't eaten anything from my Christmas food cupboard yet. That's a win. That's a win. That is a win. I'm on Christmas food today for worth the calories. I bought 5 different Christmas items from Aldi yesterday. We're going to try them all today. What did I get, if I can remember? I got the Yorkshire pudding, the Christmas dinner wrap. I got the Christmas dinner wrap. I got, what else did I get? Come on, Neil, use your head. Christmas dinner wrap. I got the Kevin the Carrot soup, which is honey, carrot, and parsnip, I think. I got the little fish and chip Rosti bites, which I wanted to try from like the buffet section. I got the Jamaican rum minced tarts or mince pies. And I've also got the little calorie controlled reindeers, which are ace. They do them every year. They're so. I don't know if there was snow. They've done snowmen and reindeers this year. I don't know if they did both last year, but the reindeers, which is basically you get a bit of vanilla, a bit of strawberry, and a bit of chocolate ice cream in a lolly for 67 calories. They are so good for calorie controlled sweet treat. They really are. The soup is amazing. I can't wait to try it. I'm going to try it today. We're trying it all today. So that is going to be. So I'm filming it all. I'm going to do it all in one hit. Bang, 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 bang. All 5, one after another, all this afternoon. I need to actually do that quite early because I'm gymming at about 4:30 today. So, and I don't like any food in my system when I train. So I probably got till about 2 o'clock, 2:30 cut off to try all those bits and pieces. Anyway, that'll be out tomorrow, and I'll tell you if it's worth the calories. If you've not checked it out, I went yesterday to McDonald's. I bought pretty much the whole Grinch menu. The only things I didn't like the Christmas menu. The only thing I didn't buy was the chocolate brownie McFlurry. That's just because I went for the Grinch one. I didn't get the double Big Tasty because Big Tasties, I don't like Big Tasties anyway. I don't like the sauce on them, but a Big Tasty is a Big Tasty. People's had it before. I just went for the new stuff, really. I didn't get the cheese melt dippers again. They come out every year. They're sensational, but I didn't get them. I got all the Grinch lemonade, the shaker fries, the grumble pie. So I got all those bits and pieces yesterday. So I would appreciate. I try to trim it down. I was rushing a bit with editing. It is a bit long. Apologies. I always try and keep these worth the calories on tour to like 10 to 15 minutes, but I have got 5 items to work through. So you're thinking it's 18 minutes long. So it's only like, with introduction and sign off, it's only like 3 minutes an item, if that makes sense. But anyway, I'd massive appreciate if you go and give it a watch, boost, give the ratings a bit of a boost. That would be absolutely amazing. That's over on my YouTube channel. If you don't follow me on YouTube, again, I would really appreciate a follow on YouTube. I've been a bit slack pushing YouTube, actually. I was getting about 150 new followers a month. I was trying to get to 300 followers by Christmas. That's not going to happen. 3,000. I'm at 2,800 subscribers. So if you do subscribe to my YouTube, thank you very much. If you don't, I'd appreciate if you go over there and drop a sub. I set myself some little targets. I don't think I'm quite. I wanted 3,000 YouTube subscribers by Christmas. I wanted 100,000 Facebook followers by Christmas. I think I'm a little bit away. But Facebook's one of them. You can have a right lull, which I'm kind of having at the moment, and then you'll post something that'll just go crazy viral, and you'll get 1,000 new followers. So I posted the white chalk red velvet Tesco thing the other week, and that got me 1,000 new followers. It had 1.4 million views in 4 days. So that went proper viral. And I've not had another viral post since then. Hopefully another viral post will kick in and that'll boost it up. So I'm not giving up hope on getting 100,000 followers by Christmas, but we've got 4 weeks. So it would be, I'm at 90, I'm just short of 96,000. So I'd have to do 1,000 a week. That's a push. That is a push. I need at least a viral post a week. And I'm not sure that's going to, and you can't push for viral posts. It's amazing. Some things I post, I'm like, in fact, this week, on Tuesday, I was just wanting to make a soup. So I just put a load of broccoli, onion, garlic in a tray, took a picture of it, put a little recipe in there for making like a creamy broccoli soup. And I'm not saying, I don't know what anyone classes viral. I class anything that's over 500,000 views as viral. But that picture's had 250,000 views in like 2 days. I'm like, who'd have thought just a tray of broccoli on Facebook could get you so many views? It is a very nice, simple recipe, though, for a soup alongside it. Anyway, There we go. We're going to McDonald's for lunch today. Liam is so excited for the Grinch burger. Yeah, you've either got what they call the cheesy chicken stack. Very good. Very, very good. That was a belter. So the two new burgers is the Big Tasty or the cheesy chicken stack. And then the actual Grinch product is the Grumble Pie, the Gherkin Shaker fries, the frozen lemonade, and the McFlurry. Those are the four official Grinch themed items. And get the meal, which you can either have a McPlant, a Big Mac, or chicken nuggets. You can have 9 nuggets, a Big Mac, or a McPlant in a meal, and you get some Grinch socks. So you can get the Grinch thing, and you can choose the shaker fries and the lemonade. And so I did it with shake fries, lemonade, 9 nuggets, which the dogs actually ate yesterday. I had one on camera, and I did just have one. The dogs had 2 each for the dinner and 2 each for the tea. They had more than that, by the way. They had some biscuits as well before people go. Social media guy, weight loss coach, only gives his dogs 2 chicken nuggets for the meal. No, they get a bit more than that, trust me. Right, I'm out of here. It's been a pleasure as always. Guys, I'll be back at 10:30. If you're on Planner in the Community, if you're not on Planner in the Community, come join up. Come get signed up now. You can come and watch the Weight Loss Coaching Live at 10:30, tackling the last push to Christmas. And then next week and the week after, we've got 2 Weight Loss Coaching Lives for the year next Thursday and the Tuesday after. We're going to be sort of doing New Year stuff. Yeah, we're going to be tackling, once Christmas is done, we're going to plan for the future. Right, that's it. TikTok, I'll sign for you first. I won't be back today. I will be back tomorrow morning. Who knows what time? 9:30 tennis, fingers crossed. 9:30 tennis, fingers crossed. I'll see you tomorrow morning if you're not on Planner in the Community. And YouTube, Facebook. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow morning. If you're not on Planner in the Community, if you are, I'll see you in an hour. All right, tackling Christmas. But if you're not on Planner in the Community, I will see you lovely people. Tomorrow morning, 9:30 tennis on here. And that'll be